The Life and Legacy of Nnamdi Azikiwe. Hey you're about to embark on a fascinating journey through the life and times of one of Nigeria's most iconic figures, Nnamdi Benjamin Azikiwe. From his humble beginnings in Zungeru, Nigeria, to his rise as a champion of Nigerian nationalism, and ultimately to his presidency and later years, you'll get to know the man behind the legend. As you delve into this comprehensive exploration of Azikiwe's life, you'll discover the experiences that shaped his worldview, the struggles he faced, and the triumphs he achieved. You'll learn about his early years, his education, and his entry into politics. You'll witness his growth into a powerful force in Nigerian politics and his eventual rise to the presidency. Through this journey, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of Nigerian history, the challenges of nation-building, and the enduring legacy of Nnamdi Benjamin Azikiwe. So let's begin this fascinating exploration of the life and times of Nigeria's beloved Zik of Africa. Nnamdi Azikiwe was born on November 16, 1904, in Zungeru. Zungeru is a town in Niger State, Nigeria. It was the capital of the British Protectorate of Northern Nigeria from 1902 until 1916. Zik's father, Obed-Edom Chukwuemeka Azikiwe, was a clerk in the British administration, and his mother, Rachel Ogbenyanu Azikiwe, was a trader. From a young age, Zik was exposed to the realities of colonial rule, which would later shape his fight for independence. Zik began his education at the Holy Trinity School in Onitsha, where he learned to read and write in English. His father, who valued education deeply, sent him to live with his grandmother in Onitsha to ensure he received a solid foundation. Later, he attended the Hope Waddell Training Institute in Calabar, where he excelled academically and developed a passion for journalism and literature. In 1925, Zik travelled to the United States to further his education. This was a transformative period in his life. He attended Howard University in Washington, D.C., where he studied political science and history. He also attended Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, where he earned a bachelor's degree in 1930. During his time in America, Zik experienced racial discrimination, which fueled his determination to fight for justice and equality. He became deeply influenced by the works of Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois, and other Pan-Africanists. After completing his studies, Zik returned to Africa in 1934, settling in the Gold Coast, which is now known to be Ghana. There, he worked as a journalist and editor for the African Morning Post. His writings focused on anti-colonialism and the need for African self-determination. He also founded the West African Pilot in Nigeria in 1937, which became a powerful tool for mobilizing the masses against colonial rule. In the 1940s, Zik became actively involved in politics. He joined the Nigerian Youth Movement and later founded the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons, NCNC, in 1944. His goal was to unite Nigerians across ethnic and regional lines to achieve independence from British rule. He travelled extensively, delivering speeches and rallying support for the cause. The struggle for independence was not easy. Zik faced opposition from colonial authorities and even from some within Nigeria who were skeptical of his vision. But he remained steadfast. In 1954, he became the premier of the eastern region of Nigeria, a position he used to promote education, infrastructure development, and social welfare. Nigeria finally gained independence on October 1, 1960, and Zik was appointed the Governor-General. In 1963, when Nigeria became a republic, he became its third and first black president. His tenure was marked by efforts to foster national unity and economic development. However, the political landscape was turbulent, and in 1966, a military coup ended his presidency. Despite this setback, Zik continued to contribute to Nigeria's development. He remained an advocate for peace, unity, and education. He also served as the Chancellor of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, a university he had helped establish in 1960. In his later years, Zik reflected on his life's work and the challenges Nigeria faced. He believed that education was the key to unlocking Africa's potential, and he dedicated much of his time to mentoring young people and promoting literacy. Zik passed away on May 11, 1996, at the age of 91. His legacy lives on in the hearts of those who continue to fight for justice, equality, and the advancement of Africa. He was proud to have played a role in Nigeria's journey to independence and in shaping the continent's future. As you reflect on the life of Nnamdi Azikiwe, remember his unwavering commitment to justice, his belief in the power of education, and his vision for a united and prosperous Africa. His story is a testament to the impact one individual can have on the course of history. He was a politician, a lawyer, a journalist, an athlete, a statement man, and amongst many other things, he was a father of 7 and a husband. Now, let's delve into some fascinating opinions and comments from well-known individuals about the Zik of Africa. First off, let's look into what does political leaders think about him? The former Nigerian president in person of President Olusegun Obasanjo describes Azikiwe as a great Nigerian who dedicated his life to the service of our nation. Not just Nigerian leaders, but even Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, who used to be a mentee under Zik, praises him as a true African statesman who fought tirelessly for the independence and unity of our continent. How about literary icons? Even well-known non-political people have something interesting to say about Zik. Nobel laureate and renowned author, Professor Wole Soyinka, describes Azikiwe as a visionary leader who embodied the spirit of African nationalism. Similarly, celebrated author and historian Professor Toyin Falola praises Azikiwe as a great patriot who used his education to fight for the rights of his people. Let's see what international leaders have to say about him. Zik's reputation is not just recognized in Nigeria alone, but also by non-Nigerian leaders worldwide. Former US President Jimmy Carter describes Azikiwe as a courageous leader who fought for democracy and human rights in Africa. Similarly, Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa, praises Azikiwe as a true African statesman who inspired us all with his vision for a united and prosperous Africa. Interesting, right? Now you know why Nnamdi Azikiwe is seen as an icon. Pass the knowledge and bye for now.